Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe to thee that spoilest and was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who will teach well. Peace, love, and salutations to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. So we got a quick TikTok video, and I'm going to go ahead and play it, and we're just going to get into the scriptures.
In Palestine are losing their lives, being raped and murdered. There's no cry from anybody, no passion. When the same thing happens in Syria, we hear nothing. When the same thing happens in Libya, we hear nothing. When the same thing happens in Iraq, we hear nothing. When the Ukrainians are violating the rights of other Ukrainians, particularly in the Donbass region, there's nobody crying for those people. What is the reason for that? What about India? Why is there nobody in this country raising the concerns of the Indian minorities, of the Christians and the Muslims whose rights are being violated by the Indian government? Nobody in this country is saying anything about it. Now, NATO went on and bombed many of the Russian allies. Russia could do absolutely nothing about it and stayed out of it. What did Russia say? Demilitarization. Stay away from my Russian borders. If you notice what has been happening since 1990, they are coming closer and closer and closer to the Russian border until they will make Russia so weak that Russia will have no other option but to give in to them. That is what it is all about. But who is the root cause of this whole problem? It is clearly the West and the United States of America that is the root cause of all the mayhem and chaos and destruction all over the world.
Please don't clear.
Let's talk about the biological laboratory which is funded by the Pentagon in Ukraine. Where is it coming from? Why are they getting involved in those? Let's talk about the number of people that were massacred by the Ukrainians who have been detained without trial. Nobody has said anything about that as well. Okay? Let's talk about the shelling of the hospitals and the schools and the massacre and the mass graves that were found in Ukraine. Nobody says anything about that. Now, what is Russia asking for? Russia is saying, stay away from my borders and stay away from me. All you have been doing, and remember, Ukraine is being used as a fool by the United States and the West, and they're falling into the trap like many other countries have fallen in the trap previously, and that's what it is all about.
See, he called it a trap. They fall into the trap, that treacherous dealings, okay? So we're going to go to Jeremiah 51, and we're going to start at verse 8. Verse 7, it says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nation have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And you can clearly see the other nations are turning against Babylon the Great. Okay, so this is all leading up to World War III. This is about to happen very soon. Okay, because the tension is mounting and the tension is thick. The Lord is coming to the climax of this movie. Verse 8 is Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her. Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment hath reached unto the heavens, and is lifted up even to the skies. So, like my man said, all of the mayhem and evil that's going on across the world is caused by the West, Babylon, aka America. And now everything is being revealed. Okay, everything that has been being done in secret is now being brought to light. Okay, the Lord is revealing this devil. He's revealing Babylon as whore for who she really is: a demon, a whore, a treacherous dealer. Okay, that's why I brought that scripture out in Isaiah 33. All right, this is Nahum 3. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. And the Israelites are the prey. And we're still here in Babylon. Okay? And this place is full of lies and robbery. and that's all they do is point the finger, and they cause the problems that they're actually introducing the solutions for. All right, this place is full of murder, it's full of robbery, it's full of rape, it's full of theft. I mean, however you want to find anything wicked, it goes here. Okay, it goes on here in Babylon, and there is no one that's safe from this whore as long as this whore is in power, and these wicked ass Edomites are in rule because they're brute beasts, they're wicked, they can't do right, and the only thing they do is contemplate how to do more wickedly. That's it. How can they do more evil upon the earth? Okay, and they don't care about how much blood that's upon their hands. They don't care. All right, they're just going to keep on killing and murdering and maiming and doing the evil that they do until they accomplish their goals. But as it says in Habakkuk the second chapter, he is his death and cannot be satisfied, because the grave cannot be satisfied. So neither can Esau. So even if he was to accomplish everything he wants, it still wouldn't be enough. It says the noise of the whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lift up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses. And there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses, because this is what's going to happen when those thermonuclear missiles hit. When war finally comes to America, it is going to be a bloodbath. These people are not going to have any mercy on America, because America didn't have any mercy. And with all of these people in the other, and especially on the Israelites, and all of these other nations that have been experiencing the evils of Babylon the Great, when they finally have a chance to invoke their revenge, they're not going to have any mercy. They're going to have the wrath of the Lord on them. Okay, so if you don't have the Lord's covering, you're going to be through. Okay, and listen to this. This is verse 4. Because of the multitude of her whoredoms, of the well-favored harlot. Who is that? That's Babylon. That's AKA America. That's the well-favored harlot. That was the one that everyone thought that this whore was it. They thought that this is what they've been looking for. Okay? This whore, she presented herself as a chaste virgin, as someone virtuous. And they found out that it was all type of diseases up in that thing. Okay? The mistress of witchcraft that selleth the nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. You've deceived everybody through your whoredoms and witchcrafts, and now all of that shit is backfiring. All right? And it's going to say that. Verse 5, it says, Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. And that's exactly what's happening. Okay? The Lord is showing the kingdoms your nakedness and the kingdoms your shame, all of the things you have done. You can no longer hide who you truly are. Okay? You can no longer play as an angel of light anymore. You can't do that. Everyone knows who this whore is now. And because of that, the nations are mad. All right? And you're going to be spoiled. Because you dealt treacherously and you spoiled when no one dealt treacherously or spoiled you. So you have to get your comeuppance. You have to. You have to get bombed. You have to get the thermonuclear missiles. Okay? You have to. It just has to happen. Okay? So I'm going to go to one of my favorite books, the book of Obadiah. And I'm going to close with this. This Obadiah 101, a vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. A heathen, arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Okay, so that's the heathen coming for America. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And you can see the hatred and the bitterness that these people are mounting up toward Babylon. Okay? It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of thy rocks. This devil is full of pride. This devil thinks that he can continue to do those things that he has been doing for so long without any consequence. Well, that's not so. There is a major consequence for your actions. As the scriptures say, you didn't consider your latter end. All right? It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, saith the Lord. Who saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence I will bring thee down, saith the Lord. You see? So the Lord is going to bring this devil down. Okay? The Lord is going to destroy this devil. This devil needs to be taken out forever and ever. All right? And then I'm gonna grab one more precept. I brought it out, so I'm gonna go ahead I quoted it, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it out. It's one of my favorite scriptures, Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. It says, Habakkuk 2:4 says, behold, his soul that is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. This is why he said, from 1990 till now, they've been moving their military closer and closer to Russia's borders. They're in every country in the world. Who enlarges his desire as hell. Okay, you can't tell me this devil kills. He kills everything that he comes in contact with. Not only does he create a hellish condition, right, and creates poverty and death and destruction and misery no matter where he goes, but he also creates mass death. There's a trail of skeletons that follow this devil. Okay. It says, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. So even if you get everything you want to get, in the end, you cannot be satisfied. All right, you're going to always want more. But again, which is a hell of a curse to have, to where you can't be satisfied with nothing. You always you're like a black hole. That's a hell of a curse, man. Okay, because that means you're going to consume everything. But gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all peoples. Okay? It's done. All right? It's done. You're done, man. You're finished. And it's just show you that this is, who else is doing this? He said the West. It is the West. Well, you know what? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, we're not controlled of this country. It's the so-called white man. He's the one that's passing policy and pushing all of this bullshit upon the world. It ain't us. Now, of course, you got some sellout coons that are on board with them. You got the 2/3 that are on board with the wickedness. But as far as the elect and the 1/3 are concerned, we're not with that, man. Okay? And we want to see this place be destroyed. So, I just wanted to bring out a quick lesson, a quick hit. Because the other nations are fed up, man. And this prophecy is about to soon be over. All right? So with that, I'm going to end it off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Karkadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstones to the next time I say Shalom.